Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I hope that y'all are doing well today. But come on in. Good morning, Mama. How are you? Welcome to the room. Good morning, Alejandro. How are you? Welcome to the room. Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Teeks. Come on, let's turn the light up. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the room. Good morning. Hey, Roger, how are you? Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hi, Yo-Yo. Happy Friday to you, Miss Gloria. We are at Friday already. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yes, we are. Hey, Lilia, how are you? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Liza. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Life is precious. Hi, Lala. Would you ever befriend someone who's not for you and disrespectful but apologize to you? And that's a very interesting question, Lala. So, for me personally, no, I would not. So here's the thing. Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. I want you to get that. Okay, Lala? Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. Yes, you have to forgive, right? Based on scripture, right? I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in the word of God. So based on scriptures, I have to forgive them, right? For their actions, their wrongdoing, their trespass against me. I have to forgive them, but forgiveness does not mean reconciliation, especially someone who has been physically abusive to you, right? They can apologize. That's okay, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to let you back into my personal space, right? It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean you have to let them back in. All right, Lala? And if they put their hands on you, I would hope that you are taking legal actions to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Hey, Danny, good morning to you. But for me, yes, I would forgive them because based on scripture, I have to forgive them, right? Yes, I would forgive them, but forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. And if that person went as far as putting their hands on you, you don't know what they're going to do next when you allow them in your private space or give them access to you again. You don't know how far they're going to take it the next time around. All right. So to ensure your safety, you're going to pull back. Remove yourself from any unsafe environment, any unsafe connection. All right, Lala, I hope that helped you. Good morning, Esther. Good morning to you. I hope that helped you. But yeah, if they put their hands on you, yes, forgive them. That is the Christian thing to do. That is a Christian thing to do. And their apology, their words, doesn't really mean that they have changed. People can say things and still be the same person. All right. And most of the time, I don't know this person. I don't know their background. I have no idea who they are. But narcissists, right? When they do their thing, they're very good with words. They are very good with words. They know how to make you feel like you did something wrong, why they responded in that way. All right. So if that is something that that person is experiencing, or if that is their way of life, they know how to make you feel guilty, like you did something wrong, why they had to put their hands on you. But that is never right. There is nothing that you can do that would warrant another adult or give them the right to put their hands on you. All right. I hope this helped you. But yeah, I would forgive them, but do not let them back in your personal space for your safety. don't do it, because you don't know how far they will go the next time around. All right? So for your safety, you forgive them because you want to grow from this. You want to evolve from this whole situation. And it's going to take some time, right, for you to work through it. So it's best that there's a separation to give you time to heal, right? And to ensure that this person respects your boundaries. Don't ever put your hands on me. Don't disrespect me. I am a human, and because I'm a human being, because I'm a living person, I'm worthy of respect. I'm worthy of honor. I don't have to be the smartest. I don't have to be the wealthiest. Just because I exist, I'm worthy of respect. I'm worthy of honor. I'm worthy of love, right? And that behavior is not a demonstration of love. I don't care how angry you are or how upset you are or whatever I did wrong. It does not give you the right to put your hands on me. All right? All right. So, yes, forgive them, but make sure there's a separation for your safety. All right? Resonate with me so much. I forgive, but I'll never forget. Yeah, you gotta heal from it. So make sure that there's some separation. Okay? Lala, I hope that helped you. And I hope that you are taking the necessary next step to protect yourself. All right. And especially if there are kids involved, if kids saw that happen to you, that has now initiated a whole generational issue. So you have to take the corrective measure to make sure that your kids don't sit with this and make sure that they don't think that it's okay for this to happen to you. All right. So you have to now start working on recovery and healing. And you can't do that if the person is still in your space, still doing what they're doing to you. But if you have any type of resource center, domestic violence hotline that you could call to get some help, do that. All right, do that. But it is never okay for someone to put their hands on you. Never, never okay. All right, I don't care how upset they are, what's going wrong in their life, or whatever you may have done, it does not give them the right to put their hands on you. All right, I hope that helped. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Command Your Day. I am Anika V. Brown. I was just responding to a question in the comments. Yes, welcome to my virtual space. It is time for us to use words to breathe life into our day. If you are new here, be sure to join the family. If you're looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you are in the right place. You're in the right place. I know we started on a different topic this morning, but when someone needs your help, try to help as best as possible. All right, try to help as best as possible, because your words, your instruction just may be the thing that saves them, the thing that rescues them, give them another perspective, right? Another way of looking at a situation. So if you have the help or have some advice, don't be afraid to give it. I put in the first book I wrote, right? The first book I wrote, I talked about how I was raised. And I was told when I was younger that you don't have anything to tell anybody that's older than you. And I don't know your age, Lala. I don't know your age, but as I grew older, I realized that wasn't true. That was not true. If you have the answer to someone's inquiry, share it with them, because it just may be the thing that saves them, save a generation. So don't be quiet because somebody in your past told you you don't have nothing to share. You don't have nothing of value to share, but you do. You have life experience, even as a young individual. You have life experience. There are some things that you may have figured out, got yourself out of it, and you're now able to teach someone else or share the answer with them. Never be afraid. Never be afraid to share that information. You know somebody that is going through something that you overcame, that you got through. You know the resources that they may need in this time. Share it. Because another life is on the end of that advice. Another life is on the end of the solution that you know, the resource that you know. Another life is on the other end. So it doesn't hurt just to give the information, just to share an advice with somebody. It doesn't hurt to do that. All right? Because it just may be the advice that she needed to help her sort some things out. Right? So never be afraid. And I shared in my book, the very first book that I wrote, that I had to erase that, what I was told as a young kid, that you're too young, you can't teach somebody that is older than you, you can't teach them anything. I've heard that when I was younger, and I had to erase that and come into the understanding that, yes, you have something to share. You have wisdom, you have knowledge, you have experience. Share it with the world, because it just may be the thing that saves someone else's life. All right? So let's jump into our gratitude check-in. Let's do that. Welcome to the room. Hit the follow button if you haven't done so. We're live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Command Your Day. Hit that follow button. There's also a link in my bio for you to join the Commanders community. Tap my profile picture. It's going to take you to my bio. The very first link in my bio, you're going to tap that link. The first option on the link says Commanders Community. Put your best email address there. Wardrobe mess up this morning. So put your best email address there and hit submit. All right, hit submit. Awesome. So let's do our gratitude check-in. Go ahead and drop 3 things in the comments that you are grateful for today. Drop 3 things in the comments that you are grateful for today. And it doesn't matter how small you think it is, how insignificant you think it is. There's someone that is praying for just a percentage of what you have. All right. So let's be grateful for what we already have. I'm grateful for the current challenge. All right. My life in this community. Awesome. This community air conditioning and grace. Awesome. I'm grateful you took time to share with Lala. Thank you. Thank you. I had to do that because, again, you never know when you're going to get the opportunity to help somebody, and just sharing words of wisdom just may save her life. And if there are kids involved, again, now there has to be some corrective measure that the kids will see to understand that that was not right. That was not right, right? So they don't move on in their life and somebody does the same thing to them and they think that it's okay because they saw that thing happen to their mom, right? So it's not as simple as somebody just put their hands on me, especially when it comes to kids. It's not that simple. It's a whole generational issue that just triggered with that person deciding in the moment to put their hands on her, right? If there are kids involved, it just triggered a whole generational issue that has to now be fixed, right? Grateful for life, mental and physical health, my home. Awesome. I love it. The book is good. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to be alive this morning by the grace of God. Amen. Love 43. I love that. Life, health, and family. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Good morning to all of you who are coming in. Good morning. Good morning. So what we're doing is our gratitude check-in. We do this exercise to stay in the mindset of abundance, where we drop in the comments 3 things that we're grateful for today. Waking up this morning, my fiance, and for cutting bad people out of my life. All right. That's growth. For life, good health, and my job. Awesome. The big 3. Yes, indeed. For those of you who are new here, the big 3 is life, health, and strength. So if that's what you're grateful for, you can drop the big three in the comments. All right. Awesome. Now let's keep it moving. We've also made a promise to ourselves. Good morning, Uncle X Brand. How are you? How are you doing? How you doing? Yes, the big three. Yes, indeed. Thankful for the big three. Awesome. Hi, Dr. Nia. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes, indeed. So we've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year, and we're actively doing so. We're almost in the 7th month of the year. So if you haven't started yet making your bold move, it is time to get started. It's time to get started. So let's reiterate that promise that we've made to ourselves by typing in the comments, I am making bold moves. I am making bold moves this year. I'm not putting it off for next year. No, we're getting it done this year. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to write the book. We're going to start the business. We're going to go back to school. We're going to make the new connections, right? We're going to apply for the promotion, move to the new city. Whatever your bold move is, we're doing it this year. We're getting it done. Absolutely getting it done. And for those of you who are new, we're working from the Bold Moves Manual. You can get your copy on Amazon. It is available on Amazon. So just type the Bold Moves Manual, or you can type my name, Anika V. Brown, and it will pop up for you. All right. So the Bold Moves Manual is what we're working from here. So when you join us, you can follow along. Today, we're going to be on page 128 and 129. Page 128 and 129. That's what we're going to be on today. All right. So for those of you who already have the manual, go ahead and locate that page. I'm going to pray really quickly, and then we'll move into the rest of the agenda. All right. Good morning to you all. I see the numbers going up. Remember to hit that follow button. I'm live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time for Command Your Day. Okie dokie. Let's pray. I'm going to pray the 23rd Psalm for all of us, and you're going to type amen in the comments, which says that you agree with the prayer. All right. Good morning, Enrique. How are you? So here we go. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Amen and amen. All right, so that is the 23rd Psalm. Let's keep it moving, and we're going to move right into our affirmations. And you can find the affirmations in the front of the Bold Moves Manual. When you get your copy, they're right in the front. Thank y'all for typing amen. Thank you. So we're going to move right into our affirmations. Remember, you're praying the Bold Moves prayer every day for those of you who already have the manual. All right. So let's do our affirmations. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. It tells me that you said it to yourself. All right. So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. So this is how we position our mindset so we can take the day on with a positive outlook. With a positive outlook. Yes, indeed. You can see the wall completely covered. Thank you, Enrique. You're angry with that? What are you angry with? Altador Ralph, what are you angry about? Yes, we give ourselves permission. Thank y'all for typing I agree. Thank you for typing I agree. So for those of you who are new here, be sure to grab the Bold Moves manual so you can follow along with us. Today, good morning, she got that. Today we're going to be on page 128 and 129. So grab the manual so you can follow along with us here every morning. Okay, you can follow along with us. Also, I will be hosting a live mentorship session tomorrow. If you want to be in the room, send me a DM with the word mentor. If you want to be in the room with me, my other mentees, send me a DM today, all right? So I can get this link out to you, help you get enrolled and get the link out to you. For those who are already in the program, let me know that you got the email that I sent out with the link for tomorrow. If you haven't gotten it, send me a DM. Send me a DM so I can send it to you again. All right. So if you want to be in the room with myself and my other mentees, you have a goal that you can't figure out how to get clear on it, how to map that goal out. If you're not sure how to move forward, send me a DM with the word mentor if you want to be in the room with us tomorrow. All right. So the live mentorship session is tomorrow. If you want to be in the room, it won't be on this platform. It will be a private Zoom room. So if you want to be a part of that, DM me with the word mentor so I can help you get set up. Thank you, Abba. So send me a DM with the word mentor so you can be a part of it. Hey, Ree, how are you? Good morning to you. All right. So DM me the word mentor if you want to be a part of my live mentorship session tomorrow. And again, it won't be on this platform. We will still do Command Your Day, but after that, I will be in a private Zoom room with my mentees. So if you want to be a part of that, send me a DM with the word mentor. All right. So I can help you get set up and get the link out to you. All right. Awesome. Let's move right into the word of the day. Let's do that. Let's do that. So today we're on page 128, 129, and we're talking about commitment. We're talking about commitment. That's what we're talking about today. Commitment. We are talking about commitment. Yes. We're talking about commitment. Yes, we are. So the definition that I went with for commitment is a state or quality of being dedicated to a cause. A state or quality of being dedicated to a cause. It is the bridge between dreams, what you're dreaming of, and reality. Bringing that thing to reality, right? It's the bridge. Commitment is the bridge that connects your dreams with reality. Okay, I've been dreaming about this. I've been dreaming about becoming this. I've been dreaming about doing this. All right, so you had the dream. Now you're awake. Now it's time to get committed so that you can bring it to reality. All right, commitment separates those who wish from those who win. You can sit down and wish from today till December. If all you're doing is wishing, You're not going to win. You're not going to get it. You're not going to go there, move there, birth that. You're not going to do it. If you've spent your lifetime, I wish I could do this. I wish I could buy a house. I wish I could travel here. I wish I could travel there, right? I wish I could invest. If that is all you're saying, if all you're doing is wishing, you're not going to see that thing become a reality. You have to decide on what it is that you want, right? That thing that you're wishing for, then get committed so you can win. All right? You got to get committed so you can win. I remember when I first started out, no, I wasn't even a nurse yet. I was working as a nursing assistant, and I would hear the nurses talk about the things that they're doing, the things that they've accomplished. They were buying new homes. They were traveling all the time. And I caught myself saying, man, I wish I could. I wish I could do that. I wish I could go there, right? I used to say that. I was a nursing assistant at the time, and I would say, man, I wish I could. I wish I could. And then I caught myself one day. I was like, I don't need to wish. I just need to figure out what did they do to position themselves so they could buy the house, take the vacation that they wanted. I just have to figure out what did they do and then apply myself and commit to the process, because there is going to be a process, right? To any goal that you want to accomplish. There is a process. And if you try to run from the process, it's going to be hard for you to get the goal that you desire. So I caught myself saying constantly, I wish I could, I wish I could, I wish I could. And I had to stop. I was like, okay, wishing is not helping you to get any closer to that goal. So what do you need to do? Go to school, go back to school. I enrolled in nursing school, and I worked full time through nursing school. I did. I worked full time. So there was a process, but I had to commit to the process. The problem that we're facing is that we're over here wishing, but we don't want the process. So there's no commitment. You can't win if you don't commit to the process. All right? You cannot win if you don't commit to the process. So I stopped saying, I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish. I stopped saying that, got committed, went to nursing school, graduated, and I bought my house when I got my first nursing job. Yeah. I got my first nursing job, and I was able to purchase my home, right? So I didn't have to say. From there, I learned I didn't have to keep saying, I wish I could, I wish I could. I just need to figure out what is the process and commit to the process and get it done, right? Again, so specific and all in my business. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I stopped saying, I wish. I got committed. I promise you, I worked so hard on my first nursing job. I mean, I was taking every shift that was available, taking every shift that I could work so that I would have the down payment for my house, right? I was like at 5 years. Yeah, 5 years, my 5-year anniversary, my 5th year anniversary being in this country. Now that is a great accomplishment within itself, because I know individuals that move to this country and they struggle to like get themselves together. But in 5 years of moving to America, I was able to purchase my own home with no co-signer. So that within itself was a great accomplishment, but I had to commit to the process. I had to commit to the process. I stopped wishing, figured out what is the process, what will it take for me to get this win? What will it take? Figured that out, got really clear on what I needed to do, and I got focused, got committed, and I was able to purchase my home with that first nursing job that I got, right? With that first nursing job. Because even when I went to, and this is not in the book, and I know I just got started, but let's go with it. When I went to the mortgage consultant and I was talking to him, he was like, well, I have to take into consideration your income as a nursing assistant because you're so fresh and so new in the nursing capacity or in your nursing job, you know, they look back on your income to see how you've been doing, the money that you've been making. So I was that new into nursing. So he had to look back at my income as a nursing assistant. That's how fresh I was. But again, I stopped saying, I wish I could purchase a home, like I heard the nurses talking. I stopped saying that, figured out the process, went to school. Good morning, Miss Arena. And applied myself, work, save up the money, right? And then I was able to purchase my home. So again, commitment separates those who wish from those who win. All right. And it's not about starting strong. It's about staying the course even when it gets hard, because there were some difficult days. It wasn't easy. I shared with you all before that I got out of nursing school, changed into my working scrubs in the car, in the parking lot, right? I was putting on my scrubs for work in the parking lot, drove to work, worked a full shift, went home, got a few hours rest, and then I was back to school in the morning. That was my life for some time. So there wasn't really any social activity taking place. I was just focused on getting to the goal. All right. Hey, Shadia, good morning to you. So it's not about starting strong. It's about staying the course even when it gets tough. Commitment is a decision backed by consistent action. All right. It has to be backed by consistent action. It's easy to say you're committed when you feel motivated, but real commitment shows up when you don't feel like it, when obstacles arise, right? When progress seems slow. Commitment is the willingness to keep showing up even when it's hard. And it's going to get hard, especially if it's something that you've never done before. No one in your family has ever done it before, right? It's going to be hard, but I promise you it pays off in the end. It does. It pays off. So all those days that I was changing in the parking lot and every other issue that I went through, like my home now is worth 3 times what I paid for it over a decade ago, right? So it was worth it. The commitment that I put in, the overtimes that I work, it's worth it because my home is now worth 3 times what I paid for it. So you got to understand, when you get committed to the game and you stay focused and you get the win, it is going to be worth it in the end. It will. I promise you it will. So commitment looks like an entrepreneur that doesn't quit when sales are slow, a student that doesn't drop out when the coursework gets tough. I'm telling you that since we're talking about nursing school, there were days when I'm like, oh my God, am I going to pass this class? Like, I need a Lazarus miracle. Like, these grades needs to be resurrected, right? They need to be resurrected. And I made it through and I did not have to repeat any of my classes, thank God, because that would have added on to my student loan. But I didn't have to repeat any of them. So commitment is that student that does not drop out when the coursework gets tough. Success is about sticking with it even when it gets hard, because we have already concluded that difficult days are going to come about, but you gotta remain committed. You have to remain committed to the process. So what stops people from staying committed? What stops people from staying committed? Why does some people struggle with it? Here are some major barriers to commitment. All right, here we go. If you get the book so you can get the full strategy. If what I'm talking about is good, get the book. Today we're on page 129, 129, and 128, 129. All right, 128, 129. That's what we're on today. So get the book. Grab your copy on Amazon, or you can download the e-version from the link in my bio. All right, so if you want to get the full strategy on commitment, grab the book. So, barriers to commitment. Number 1, lack of clarity. Lack of clarity. So remember, I said that when I was a nursing assistant, I would hear the nurses talk about buying the house, going on vacation, doing this, doing that, right? but I had no clarity on how they got to that end result. I had no clarity. So I had to get clear on what did they do? How did they get to that level? How did they get to that space in life where they could do this? Right? I did not have clarity. Do not request to join a live. I don't do co-host, okay? Yes, life is hard, but we truly make it harder for ourselves. Just stay committed and consistent. Yes, yes, indeed. So, lack of clarity is one of the barriers to commitment. Many people say they're committed, but they don't even know what they're truly committed to. So, if you have a vague goal, vague goals leads to vague commitment. So, you got to ask yourself, am I committed to success, or am I just interested in success? Right? Someone who is just interested, hear the conversation, they move on and they don't do anything. But a committed person hears the conversation, gets clear, and then apply themselves and stay committed to the process. So you got to ask yourself, good morning, white collar, how are you? Am I committed to success, or am I just interested in being successful? Because I seen this person being successful. I seen this person doing this or doing that. Are you committed to success, or are you just interested in success? Yes, they're a very good question that we got to answer personally, and be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you know that, hey, I'm just interested because I seen that one and that one do it, you got to also accept the fact that because all you are is interested, then your commitment level is not going to be the same as somebody who is committed to being successful. All right. And you also have to be okay with the fact that you're not going to get the same result. Someone who is just interested and someone who is committed, you will not get the same results. You won't. You won't get the same results. All right. Now, you also have to ask yourself, am I committed to growth or just hoping for it? Am I just hoping that the opportunity is going to fall in my lap and then I'm going to just magically know what to do? No, you can't do that. All right. You got to be committed to growth. And that commitment looks like I'm seeking out information. I'm seeking to get clear on this thing and how I can achieve it. Right. That's what commitment to growth looks like. I'm going to find someone who has done it before, figure out how they got there, what they need to do, and then I'm going to commit to that process. So are you committed to growth, or just hoping for things to happen, hoping for growth, hoping it will just happen automatically? No, you got to apply yourself and be committed to the process. Yes, it does require self-awareness. It does. It does. And for those of you who weren't on yesterday, go to my YouTube channel so you can get more information on self-awareness. Or was it the day before? But yeah, go to my YouTube channel, The Productivity Coach, to catch up on where I taught about self-awareness. All right, where I talked about it. All right. So are you committed to growth or just hoping for it? Another question, are you committed to your dreams or just entertaining ideas? Now, if all you're doing at this phase in your life is entertaining ideas, that's good for you. But you got to know that real results won't come from that. If all you do is get up and there's an idea that is sparked in your head, oh, I could write a book on that. I've experienced that. I could write a book on it. All you're doing is just entertaining the idea of becoming a speaker, or entertaining the idea of purchasing a home, since that's what we're talking about, the example that I use. Are you just entertaining the idea, or are you committed to your dream of becoming a homeowner? Commitment looks different than entertaining. It does. It does. Commitment looks different than entertaining. And if you think about even relationship, you and someone else meet and you connect, you can tell when the person is just entertaining you and when the person is committed to you. You can tell based on their actions. You can tell based on their words. You can tell based on the effort that they put out. You can tell, oh, they're just entertaining me. They're not committed. Because a committed individual puts the effort in, right? You can tell. You can tell. So do the same thing for yourself when it applies to your dreams. Am I committed to this dream that I'm putting in effort? I'm always thinking about it and thinking about the next step that I have to take, right? The sacrifices that I have to make, because commitment comes with sacrifice. There's nothing that you're going to commit to that does not require some level of sacrifice, right? So are you committed to the dream? Or are you just entertaining the idea? Oh, it would be fun to have this. It would be fun to own this. It would be fun to take that vacation. That's just entertaining an idea. But real commitment is, okay, what's the first 3 steps that I need to take? When can I execute on this? What does my finances look like to make this become a reality? Okay, do I need to pick up some extra shift, right? Do I need to start an additional saving account so that I can get that's what commitment looks like, right? That is what commitment looks like. I hope this is helping you. Yes, clarity, Enrique, clarity. Clarity creates commitment. I'm doing well, my friend. Clarity creates commitment. And you got to get specific about what you're working towards, right? All my mentees know, they're in the comments. They know how much I hammer in the importance of getting clear, getting specific, right? They send me their work. I'm like, okay, let's get more specific about this. This is too general. This is too general. Let's get specific about this, because when you get specific, this now creates the task list for execution, right? They're in the comments. They're saying yes, truth, right? That when you get specific and get very clear on where we're going, how we're going to get there, this now creates the task list for execution. The task list for you to move forward and start making the steps that are required to make this thing become a reality in your life. You got to be clear. You have to be clear. If you're not clear, you don't know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, then you can't be committed. You can't be truly committed if you don't know what to do, right? Why your English is very clear. I read a lot, Hector. I read a lot. I'm always reading. I have a mountain of books that I read. That's why. I read a lot. Try reading and you'll get clear as well. And read aloud. That's the trick to it. Read aloud. All right. So if you want to stop the pattern of start and stop, you pick this up, you start it, then you stop halfway through or a quarter of the way through. If you want to stop that pattern, of inconsistency, right, in your follow through, if you want to stop that pattern, then you have to get specific. Right? I provide my mentees with the tools that they need to get very specific in the Action Accelerator, which is my mentorship program. Yes, your articulation is on point. It's from reading. That's what it's from. Reading, right? Reading. Yeah, but I do provide the tools in my mentorship program for you to get very clear. I show you how to map out and get really specific. So inside of the Action Accelerator, which you can find it on the link in my bio, I give you tools so that you can get really clear on where you are, where you're going, how you're going to get there. Really clear on what the goal is and how we're going to get to that goal. All right? But just get clear, get specific about what you want to accomplish, right? And then get committed and follow through. I'm already loving the book so far. Awesome. Thank you for your support. All right, man, we're way over our time. So I'm going to hit bullet points right now. But again, get the book so you can get the full strategy on commitment. The Bold Moves Manual. It is available on Amazon. Ooh, I'm losing my voice. It is available on Amazon. The Bold Moves Manual. This is what I'm working from. So what I'm talking about here, it's in the book. Or you can type my name in, Anika V. Brown. So get your copy on Amazon and join us here so you can follow along. or you can download the e-version from the link that is in my bio. All right, so I'm going to hit some bullet points now because I'm way over my time. So really quickly, there's also emotional commitment and there's true commitment. So let's touch on that really quickly. Emotional commitment versus true commitment. Many individuals are only committed when they feel good. You cannot experience transformative changes if you only do it when you feel good. If you only show up when you feel good. That is emotional commitment. That's not true commitment. You work hard when you're excited. You show up when you're motivated. But when challenges come, you check out. You check out all the way. Yeah, it is true. You check out all the way. And that's why I decided to add into my mentorship program how to manage seasons in your life, seasonal management. You got to learn how to manage seasons in your life so that your goal does not get lost in the transition, right? You're transitioning from summer into fall, which summer seasons is when everything is going well in your life. Everything looks good. Money is flowing, job is on point, kids are doing good, right? Relationship is healthy and strong. But there comes the fall, right? No season lasts forever. There comes fall when it gets a little chilly, gets a little cold. Things are not looking so good. Things are a little bit shaky in your finances, right? The kids are starting to act up. Yes, fall and then winter comes around when it gets really dark. I mean, things just seem to be going very wrong in your life. I teach seasonal management. I teach you how to transition from season to season, because what we do know is that one season does not stay around. It has to transition. That's just a pattern of life. So I teach my mentees how to handle the transition of seasons so that your goal doesn't get lost. Your goal doesn't get pushed to the back of the line or back of your head, and then you look around and it's 5 years down the road and you still have not accomplished the goal because it got lost in the transition of life. Right? When the season transition, your goal got lost in that. But I teach my mentees how to manage seasons, right? So they're not just showing up only when they feel good and only in the summer seasons of life. They're showing up in every season, executing on their goals in every season. So I figured it was very important to add that into my mentorship program. So if you find that your goals have gotten lost because something changed in your life, right? Get into the Action Accelerator so you can understand how to prepare the season ahead for what is coming up, right? And it's not a scare tactic. It's not at all. I just teach you how to handle, because seasons are eventually going to change, but we cannot lose sight of the goal that we're working on, because getting to this goal and accomplishing this goal is going to help with your fulfillment as an individual, right? If you find that you're in a space of frustration and you're just upset with the world, most of the times it's because you're not doing anything for yourself. Your goals get pushed behind because you're working on everything else for everybody else and nothing for you. So there is no fulfillment. Life keeps changing and transitioning, and you're not able to manage in a way that you can still do something for yourself. So you got to learn how to manage the seasons so you keep executing on your personal goals that's going to give you fulfillment. All right. Again, I expand on this inside of my mentorship program. So if you really want to learn how to manage seasons without your goals getting lost, enroll in the Action Accelerator or send me a DM. It makes sense. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Real talk. Yeah, it is. So true commitment isn't based on feelings. It's based on decision. It is. That's how I feel now. I failed, but I'm still moving forward. You're going to get it. It's going to work out, Lilia. It's going to work out for you. Learn the lessons. Pay attention to the lessons, because there are some lessons even in failure, right? There are some lessons there, so pay attention, pay close attention to the lessons. Grab hold of those and use them for the next time around. All right, so grab hold of the lessons even in the season. All right, So true commitment is not based on feelings, it's based on decision. And I'm going to have to cut it off right here. Again, get the full strategy in the book because I'm way over my time. Like my alarm is going to go off any minute saying it's time to get off the stream. So get the book so you can get the full strategy on commitment. All right. We're on page 128 and 129 today. You can get this on Amazon or you can download the e-version from the link in my bio so you can get the full strategy. All right. So make a decision to be committed. Let me skip through some of this again. I'm way out of time. All right. So you're going to build some healthy habits and not hypes so that you can stay committed. When individuals do things because it is the hype thing to do right now, they struggle to follow through. But if you build habits, right, commitment habits, then you will see success. Then you will get the win. All right. A book is not written overnight. Entrepreneurs don't build empires overnight. No, it's the daily things that they do that helps them to accomplish that big goal. So build good habits that is going to help you to stay committed. All right. I have to skip through all of this. It's a lot of notes, but again, you're going to get the book so you can get the full notes. It's a lot of stuff that I have to skip through because I'm out way over my time. All right. So grab the book, work the strategies that's in the book, and you will see success. I promise you. Decide today, commit fully to what your dream is, what the goal is that you're working on, because the life that you desire is waiting on you. It's not waiting on luck. It's not waiting on motivation. It's waiting on you to get committed to the process, apply yourself, and it will happen for you. All right. So the word of the day is commitment. The word of the day is commitment. Let's set our intentions for today. Again, if you want to enroll in the Action Accelerator, send me a DM with the word mentor. DM me with the word mentor. So I can help you get set up, and that will confirm your seat for our live mentorship session tomorrow. All right, tomorrow. Hello, user 426. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you for that comment. All right, let's set our intentions for today. Think about that goal that you're working on and consider 3 things that you can do today that will get you. Oh, you just ordered my book. Awesome. Thank you, Enrique. Thank you. I appreciate the support. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Again, for those of you who are just hopping on, I see the numbers going up. You can grab a copy of the book on Amazon, The Bold Moves Manual, to get the paperback. Or if you want the e-version, the link is in my bio for that. All right. The link is in my bio for you to get the e-version. But if you want the paperback, I like paperback because I get to scribble in it, like make notes, right? I like that. So if you want the paperback, you can get it on Amazon, The Bold Moves Manual, or you could just type my name in, Anika V. Brown. All right. First class to my Oscar. I'm not sure what you're saying. Retype that. All right. Retype that. All right. So again, think about the goal that you're working on. Thank you. You won't regret it. Just got mine yesterday and I'm in love. Awesome. Thank you. All right. So think about the goal that you're working on and what are 3 things that you can do today to get you 3 steps closer to that goal. Get them done. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Get them done. All right. Get them done. If you need my help with your major life goals, send me a DM with the word mentor. If you want to work with me, you need the tools that I give to my mentees. You need the pre-recorded lessons that I have and access to the live mentorship session recording. Just send me a DM with the word mentor so I can help you get enrolled and get set up for tomorrow for our live mentorship session. All right. If you know you need my help, don't hesitate. Don't be afraid. Send me a DM with the word mentor and let's talk about how I can help you move forward on your life goals or with your life goals. Mary, send me a DM. Don't put it in the comments because I won't be able to find it after I close out the live. Okay, Mary, do you know how to send me a DM? Let me know if you know how to send a message. Let me know if you know how to send me a message. Send me a message with the word mentor. If you put it in the comments, I won't be able to see it. Once I close the live out, like that's it. I can't see the comments anymore. All right? Scared talk in public. Oh, you're scared to talk in public? You can overcome that. You can outgrow it, Oscar. Send me a DM, and I'll try to figure out what you're saying. All right. But Mary, let me know, Mary, if you know how to send me a DM. All you have to do is tap my profile picture. It's going to take you to my bio. You won't lose me. It's just going to minimize to the side. Okay. You won't lose me. Tap my profile picture. It's going to take you to my bio. There are two options there. It's going to say message, and then there's another option that says email. You can use either of those and send me the word mentor. That's it. And I'll reach out back to you, okay? So I can help you get set up. Okay, Mary? DM me. Study with you. Send me a DM. Costa, send me a DM, all right? All right, let me try to close this out, but send me a DM. For all of you who want to work with me, just send me a DM. It'll get easier. Just keep practicing. Yeah, it will. Definitely. Send me a DM so I can help y'all get set up today and get the link out to you for our live session tomorrow, okay? All right. Awesome, awesome. Let's make some decrees really quickly. My alarm is about to go off and TikTok is about to make me do a puzzle. So if it freezes for a second, that's what's happening. My alarm is going off and TikTok is making me do a puzzle. All right, but let's make some decrees. We know that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. What you speak is what you will see. So we're very intentional about decreeing all powerful things over our lives. So here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. And you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our check-in, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that our savings, our check-in, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today. Yes, thank y'all so much for typing I agree. And we know that anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. So get those things done today. I want you to take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things. Expect answered prayers. Expect promotion and increase. Anything is possible. All right. Remember that the word of the day is commitment. You got to get clear on where you're going and get committed to the process so you can get to that destination. All right. If you need my help, again, you're sending me a DM with the word mentor so I can help you get set up for tomorrow. For my mentees, if you did not get my email with the link for tomorrow, send me a message so I can send it out to you again. All right. Grab the book on Amazon. I wasn't able to finish everything today, but you can get the full notes on page 128 All right, so you can get this book on Amazon, The Bold Moves Manual, or you could type my name in and it will pop up for you. All right, or you can download the link, the e-version, using the link that is in my bio. You can also get it for a friend, someone that you know wants to progress and they could use some mindset coaching. Get the book for them. All right, have an amazing day. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Remember, you're DMing me the word mentor if you want to be a part of the live session tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a great day. Yes, it is a wonderful gift. It is a wonderful gift for a friend, a family member. Grab it, grab a copy for them. All right, it does make a great gift. All righty, I'll see you all in the morning. Have a great day. Bye for now.